So in this video, we are going to learn how to add Flodesk subscriber in different segments based on WooCommerce order. Now let's say you are using WooCommerce as an e-commerce platform and Flodesk as an email marketing platform. Now you want that whenever a customer makes a purchase in WooCommerce, you want to add that customer as a subscriber in Flodesk. But you also want to add that subscriber in Flodesk into a specific segment. You want to add that subscriber into a specific segment based on what product the customer has purchased in WooCommerce. Let's say you have 10 products on your WooCommerce store, and for those 10 different products, you have created 10 different segments in Flodesk. So let's take an example. If the customer has purchased camera, then you want to add that customer as subscriber in Flodesk, and also you want to add that subscriber in Flodesk into the specific segment which you have created for the customers of camera. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this complete process with the help of very simple automation, using which whenever we are going to receive a new order in WooCommerce, automatically the customer who made the order will be created as a subscriber in Flodesk. And also we are going to add that same subscriber into a specific segment on our Flodesk account based on the product which they have purchased in WooCommerce. Now if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as WooCommerce to Flodesk. And then just click on Create. Now here you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is on my WooCommerce store, I'm selling multiple products over here. So let's take an example of 3 different products in this video. The first one is a camera, the second product is a guitar, and third product is an iron press. Now I want that whenever a customer is going to buy a specific product, I want to add that customer as a subscriber in Flodesk. And in my Flodesk account, I have created different segments for different products as well. So here you can see we have different segments for iron press, guitar, and camera. So the new customer which we are receiving, or the customer who is making the purchase, to whom we will be adding as a subscriber in Flodesk, we want to add that subscriber into the respective segment as well. Also in my Flodesk account, I have created workflows over here. So in this workflows guys, I have selected, let me show you, whenever a new subscriber is added to a segment, then in that case what we are going to do, we will be sending an email to that customer. So here in my Flodesk account, I have created this workflow that whenever a subscriber is added to a segment named as camera, then automatically this email will be sent to the customer. So in this way, by creating an automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect, we will be adding the WooCommerce customer as a subscriber in Flodesk and add that subscriber into the specific segment of that product. Also what we are going to do, using the workflow which we have created in Flodesk, you can set a workflow for all the different segments and products over here. And you can automate the process of sending an email to your new customer on your WooCommerce product purchase directly from the Flodesk. So it's a very simple process to do. We will get back to a Pabbly Connect workflow, and starting from our trigger window, first we will be connecting our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect, so that every time we receive a new order in WooCommerce, the details of that exact same order with the customer details will be received inside Pabbly Connect, and this automation workflow will trigger. So here in trigger window, in choose app, search for WooCommerce. Just select it. After selecting WooCommerce from the drop-down, select the trigger event as new order created. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL, and using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect. So in this video, I just took an example of WooCommerce. But instead of WooCommerce, you can use Shopify, BigCommerce, or any other e-commerce platform of your choice and set up this automation workflow. Now to use this webhook URL and connect our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect, we just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here and then just go to your WooCommerce account. So this is my WordPress site from where I manage my WooCommerce store. So from the left sidebar, we will just go to WooCommerce and we will go to settings over here. After coming to the settings page, just click on advanced. And after coming to the advanced section, here you can see webhooks. Just click on webhooks over here. Now here you can see that a list of all the webhook URLs which we have added in our WooCommerce store. Just click on this add webhook button and then just give this webhook URL a name. For example, I would like to name this webhook URL as Pabbly Connect. Then it is asking us for the status. So by default, the status of this webhook URL is disabled. So we are going to select the status as active over here. And then it is asking us for the topic. That for what topic on happening of what event we want WooCommerce to send the details to Pabbly Connect. So here in the drop down, you can see a list of different topics over here, out of which we will be selecting order created as the topic. Now, if you have any doubts or confusion while adding this webhook URL in WooCommerce or selecting the topic, you can always refer to the help text given below over here. Here it is clearly mentioned that what topic we have to select, order created. So we have selected that topic over here. Then it is asking us for the delivery URL. Now in this field of delivery URL, we have to paste the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. So we'll get back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste it over here. And after pasting the webhook URL, just ignore the secret and API version and click on Save Webhook. And as we click on Save Webhook, we will see this webhook URL is now added in our WooCommerce store. And now every time we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of that order will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let's do this. We will just click on this recapture webhook response in our workflow and click on yes. And now it has changed to waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get the details of a new order from our WooCommerce store. So let's place a test order on our WooCommerce store. We will just go to a WooCommerce store and let's take an example of this product, which is camera. So I will be placing an order for this product. Just click on this add to cart button. And then we'll just scroll down and click on proceed to checkout. Now here you can see that this is the checkout page where we are going to enter the details of a test user, a dummy user. The name of the person is Demo Buddy. This is the company name. This is the dummy address, mobile number, and also a dummy email address. Just click on this place order button and now we will see we are going to receive a new order on our WooCommerce store. And yes, so these are the order details. So just now on our WooCommerce store, we have received a new order and the product which the customer has ordered is camera. So we'll get back to Pabbly Connect and here you can see that in our Pabbly Connect workflow in the trigger window, we have received some response over here. And in this response, you can see the details of this exact same order. Here you can see the total amount, the same total amount, 13,999, for which the customer has placed the order. Then here you can see the status of the order. We will scroll down further and then you can see all the other details. Like here you can see the name of the customer, Demo Buddy. Then here you can see the company of the customer. You can see the address of the customer, the payment method, and all the other details. We will scroll down further and we can see the details of the product as well. So here you can see in the response named as line item name, you can see the name of the product as well, which the customer has ordered. This means guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our WooCommerce store with Pabbly Connect, using which whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the details of that order will be received inside Pabbly Connect with the details of the customer and the product name. Now after this, what we want to do, we want to add this customer as a subscriber in our Flodesk account. So we have received the details of the customer like the name, mobile number, email, and all the other details. So using these details, we are going to add this customer as a subscriber in Flodesk. For that, we will just scroll down and come to this action window. And here in Choose App, we are going to search for Flodesk. Just select it over here. After selecting Flodesk in action event from the drop-down, select the action event as create/update subscriber. So using this particular action event, If we already have that customer as a subscriber in Flodesk, in that case, we will be just updating that subscriber over there. And if we don't have that customer, if it's a new customer, in that case, using the same action event, we will be adding that customer as a subscriber over there. So just click on this connect button and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Flodesk account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Flodesk button. Now as we click on connect, here you can see in a new tab, it is asking us for the login credentials of our Flodesk account. Just enter the login credentials of your Flodesk account and click on sign in. After clicking on sign in, here we will see it is going to ask us for the permission. Just click on allow button, and as we click on allow, we will see our Flodesk account will get connected with Pabbly Connect over here. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the field. So here in the drop down of field, you can see two different options, email and subscriber ID. So we will be searching for the existing contact, existing subscriber in Flodesk or create a new one using email. So we are going to select email over here. And in the field value, we have to enter the email address of the customer to whom we want to add as a subscriber. So from WooCommerce order details in the trigger response which we have received the email address of the customer. So let's search for it over here. And here is the email address of the customer who placed the order. Now what we have to do, from this trigger response which we have received from WooCommerce, we have to map this response of customer email over here in this field value. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from WooCommerce of a new order. Out of all of these responses, search for the response of email and select it and map it over here. In this way, whatever email address the customer is going to enter while placing the order in WooCommerce, automatically the same details will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And using the same email, we are going to add that user as a subscriber in Flodesk. After mapping the email address, it is asking us for the first name and the last name of the subscriber. So here guys, we have received the response of first name and last name as well. So we will be mapping these same details over here. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click on this field, and here from the drop down, select the response of first name and map it over here. After mapping the first name, follow the same process for last name as well. I will just search for the last name and select and map the last name response to. Then it is asking us send opt-in confirmation email to subscriber. That if you want to send a opt-in confirmation email to the subscriber, then just select yes from this drop down. If not, select no. So right now, I don't want to send the opt-in confirmation email to the subscriber. So I've selected no over here. But by any chance, if you want to send and you select yes over here, you just have to ensure that you have the proper opt-in confirmation email settings in your Flodesk account. So just go to your Flodesk account. We'll just go to the dashboard over here. And after that, on the right top corner, click on this profile option and go to opt-in setup. After coming to this opt-in setup, here you can see you have selected or you have set up all the details, like what is the double opt-in email you want to send. You have created that proper email over here. Then also you have a proper thank you page and the preference page as well. So if you select or if you want to send opt-in email confirmation to the users, to the new subscribers, then make sure that you have all the opt-in settings up to date. You have created the proper email, the thank you page and the preference page as well in your Flodesk account. So right now we are not sending any opt-in email, so I'm selecting no over here. Then it is asking us for the mobile number and the company. So we have received the mobile number and the company as well. So I will be just searching for those details. So we'll be searching for mobile number, phone number, this is it. Just select the response and map it. And at last, we are going to map the company as well. So select the response of company over here and map it too. So in this way, all the details of the customer who has placed the order on our WooCommerce store, using those same details, we are going to add that customer as a subscriber in Flodesk. So we have mapped all the details over here. After mapping the details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details of the customer which we have mapped Basically, the details of the customer which we have received from WooCommerce of a new order, the same customer is now added as a subscriber in Flodesk. So let's check it. We will go to a Flodesk account and now we are going to go to the subscriber section. Let's go to audience. And yes, here you can see that demo buddy, the same user, the same customer who has placed this order in our WooCommerce store, the same customer is now added as a subscriber in Flodesk. And here you can see the same details, the same name, same company name, mobile number, and also the same email address. So guys, the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. We have successfully added the WooCommerce customer as a subscriber in Flodesk. Now let's move to step 3. In step 3, we want to add this subscriber into the specific segment in our Flodesk account. So in our Flodesk account, we have different segments for different products over here. We will go to segment section. So here we want that if the customer has placed the order for this product named as camera, in that case, we want to add this customer in the segment named as camera over here in our Flodesk account. If the customer placed the order for the product guitar, in that case, we want to add that subscriber in this segment named as guitar in our Flodesk account. So here guys, you can see we have different routes, different parts or branches in our automation workflow. And to add or set up automation for these different branches or different routes, we used a feature, a module of Pabbly Connect that is called router. So just click on this add action step button. And then here in choose app, select router over here. So using guys router by Pabbly, we are going to create different route, different paths in our automation workflow. And how many products you have, like if you have 10 products on your WooCommerce store or your e-commerce platform, and you want to add the customer of each product into 10 different segments in your Flodesk account, then here guys, in the router step, you can set up 10 different routes over here. So for each product, we are going to set up a different route. In this video, we took an example of 3 different products over here, that is iron press, guitar, and camera. So we are going to set up this router for 3 different routes. So what you can do, let's start with the route 1 and let me start renaming it. For example, I'll set up the route 1 as for camera. So I'm going to name this route as camera and click on update. Now to set up this route, just click on this set filter and action step. And as we click on set filter and action step, the first thing it asks us is the filter. That what is the filter condition using which this automation is going to detect, automation is going to decide that the automation should be continued using this route. So here we want that if the customer has ordered the product as camera, if we get the response of product name as camera in Pabbly Connect, in that case, we want this automation to be continued using this route. So here in this filter condition, the first thing it asks us is to select label. And here in select label, in this drop down, you can see the responses from previous 2 steps, that is WooCommerce and Flodesk. So from WooCommerce responses, we are going to select the response of the item name over here. So let me search for the item name label. And here it is, line item name. So here in this response, we will be getting the name of the product which customer has ordered. So here in select label, we are going to select this label over here. The filter type will be equals to and the value will be camera. So because we are setting up this route for the product named as camera, so we are going to enter the value as camera over here. And then just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, it is showing us that the condition is true, that we have received the order details from WooCommerce for this product named as camera. Now if this filter condition is true, only in that case, this automation workflow will continue using this route. And if the customer has ordered, for example, guitar, in that case, this filter condition will give a response as false because we have added the filter for the value equals to 2. And the automation won't be continued using this particular route. It will be continued using some other route where we have added the filter condition for guitar. So after adding the filter condition, what we have to do, we want to add the subscriber which we have created just now into a specific segment named as camera in Flodesk. So just click on this add action step button. And then here in choose app, search for Flodesk. Just select it once again. After selecting Flodesk, it is asking us for the action event. So here in the action event from the drop down, we are going to select the action event as add existing subscriber to segment. Then just click on connect. And because we have connected our Flodesk account in the previous step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and then just click on save. Now as we click on save, our Flodesk account gets connected with Pabbly Connect once again in this step. After making the connection, this particular action event is basically asking us two different things. The first one is the subscriber email and second is the segment. So in subscriber email, we have to enter the email address of the subscriber, that to which particular subscriber we want to move or add into a segment. So what we have to do, we will just click on this field, and here in the responses of Flodesk, after adding the customer as a subscriber in Flodesk, we have received some response. And in those responses, we have this email address of the subscriber as well. So just select this response of email and map it over here in the subscriber email field. After email address, the next thing it asks us is to select the segment. And in the drop down, here you can see a list of all the segments which we have created in our Flodesk account. Out of all of these segments, using this particular route in our automation, I want to add this subscriber into the segment named as camera, because we are setting up this route for the product of camera. Like we are setting up this route to add the customer who purchased camera on our WooCommerce store. So we want to add this customer into a segment named as camera. So we have selected this segment over here. After selecting the segment and mapping the subscriber email, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here we can see that we have received a response over here as well. And this response seems to be a positive response too. This response shows that this particular subscriber whose email address we have mapped, this subscriber is now added in this segment. So let's check it. We will go to a Flodesk account. We will just open this segment list. And yes, here you can see that demo buddy, the same customer who has purchased camera on our WooCommerce store, we have successfully added this same customer as a subscriber in Flodesk, and also we have added that subscriber in Flodesk into a specific segment named as camera in our Flodesk account. Also guys, in our Flodesk account, we have created a workflow. So here guys, I have created a workflow that whenever a user or a subscriber is added to a segment, then in that case, we wanted to send an email from Flodesk to the same subscriber. So in this workflow which we have created in Flodesk, I wanted that whenever a subscriber is added to the segment in a Flodesk account, for example, using this particular workflow, whenever a subscriber is added to the segment named as camera in Flodesk, automatically an email should be sent to the same subscriber. So using Pabbly Connect's automation, we are adding the WooCommerce customer as a subscriber in Flodesk and also into the specific segment. And using the workflows in Flodesk, we can automate the process of sending emails to the new subscriber which we are adding into the particular segment. So here I just took an example of setting up this workflow for the subscriber segment of camera. But you can basically set up these kind of same workflows for different segments, multiple segments of your Flodesk account, and also automate the process of sending an email from Flodesk to the new WooCommerce customer. So here guys, we'll just go to the email inbox of this new subscriber which we have added, or a new customer who has placed the order. So here you can see that the user or the customer who placed the order on a WooCommerce store, that customer has received an email, and this email is sent by Flodesk over here. So in this way guys, you can see that using the workflows, automation workflows of Flodesk and Pabbly Connect, we can automate the process of sending emails from our Flodesk account to our new WooCommerce customer. So in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we have successfully created the route for our first product. Similarly, we have to set up routes for the other products as well. So similarly, we have two other audience segment or two other products over here, and that is iron press and guitar. So we want to set up this automation. We want to set up these routes for other two products. Now what we can do, the routes are basically the same. The only thing which changes is the filter condition and the subscriber segment name. So we can just clone this route which we have created. Just click on these three dots and click on this clone button. Just clone the route, and then after cloning it, let's rename this route. So we want to set up this route for guitar. So I would like to name it as guitar and click on update over here. Then we'll go to set filter and actions tab. Now because we want that using this route named as guitar, the customer who placed the order for the product named as guitar, only those customers should be continued with this route. So we are going to change the value in this filter section to guitar. Like if the customer has ordered the product guitar, then in that case, this automation workflow will be continued using this route. And click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, it is going to give us the condition as false. Because right now we have captured the response for the order of camera and we are setting up this filter for guitar. So if the customer orders anything other than guitar, in that case, this automation workflow will not be continued from this route. And if the customer orders guitar, in that case, this automation workflow will be continued using this route. After setting up the filter condition, just come to the Flodesk step, and here from the drop down, we just have to select the segment for that particular product. So what we have to do before setting it up, we will just reconnect our Flodesk account. Click on this connected button, select the existing connection and click on save. After clicking on save, here you can see that it is asking us for the subscriber email, but because we have cloned it, it has automatically mapped. Here in select segment, instead of camera, we want to add this subscriber of the segment of guitar. So we are going to select that segment over here and then just click on save button. And this is it. We have successfully created this route 2 for the second product as well. Now clone the exact same route once again, and we are going to set up this same route for other product, the third product as well. We are going to rename it as, for example, iron press. And click on update. Let me delete the existing extra route. And yes. So in iron press, we want that if the customer orders iron press in our WooCommerce store, so we are going to set up the filter condition like if the item name or the product name is equals to iron press. In that case, we are going to continue this automation using this route. We will click on save and send, and again it is going to give us the condition as false because we have captured the response of camera over here. Then we'll scroll down once again to the Flodesk step. We'll just reconnect our Flodesk account and then click on save. So guys, if you have multiple products, like not just 3, if you have 5, 10 or 50 products, you can basically add 50 different routes over here. Then here the subscriber email is mapped. From the segment list, we are going to select the segment in which we want to add this subscriber using this route, that is iron press, and click on save. And we have created the third route as well. And in this way, we have successfully created this complete automation workflow. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order in our WooCommerce store, automatically the customer who placed the order will be added as a subscriber in Flodesk. Also, we are going to add that customer into a specific segment of our Flodesk account, which we have created for different products. So we wanted to add the customer who are purchasing different products in different segments in Flodesk. So using Pabbly Connect, we have automated that process as well. And in this way, you can basically add as many routes as you want, as many segments you can add as you want according to your choice. Now here guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, I'll just go back to our WooCommerce store, and this time I'm going to order some other product. So let's take an example of guitar. I'll just select guitar over here. Let's add this product to cart. We will just scroll down and click on proceed to checkout. After coming here, this time let's change the details of the customer. For example, the name of the person is test user. The company name is Pabbly Connect, let it be. The address is same. Let's change the mobile number over here and also the email address. Now let's click on this place order button. So as we click on place order, here you can see that just now we are going to receive another order on our WooCommerce store. And the order is received. This time the customer has made the purchase for the product named as guitar. And we will see within seconds, we will see the same customer who has placed the order, test user. This customer will be added as a subscriber in Flodesk, and also we are going to add that subscriber into a specific segment of Flodesk that is named as guitar. So we will just go to a Flodesk account and we will go to all subscribers over here. And yes, here you can see that the same customer who has placed the order on our WooCommerce store, we have added that same customer as a subscriber in our Flodesk account. Also, we have added that customer into the segment for the same product which we have created over here. So here when we'll go to segments, and then here we will go to that particular guitar segment list, then you can see that the same customer is added to that segment as well in Flodesk. This means the automation workflow which we have created inside Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, You can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.